I was in virtual reality, and I did a
Your whole life is virtual reality.
I actually said that. I actually said that to myself in the mirror this morning.
Out loud?
Yeah. Do you ever do that? Do you ever talk to yourself?
No.
Not out loud. I talk to myself in my head.
No. Talk to yourself. Everyone talks to themselves in their head.
Well,
You
that's
talk
what
to
I was saying.
yourself.
Yes. No, I don't talk.
No,
to
he's
myself
saying
out
it's in a
loud.
mirror, like the daily affirmations.
No. It can be in the mirror. It can be walking around.
Like Stuart Smalley.
And by the way, nowadays you can do it so easily. You want to know why? Because everybody's
Because it's easy to talk out loud.
Well,
Yeah.
no, if people see you, they assume that you have a headset in.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're doing it in public?
Yeah, I do that anywhere. If something needs to be talked about, I talk to myself about it.
Out loud?
I see no benefit to talking
No,
out loud
zero.
versus in my head.
Why don't you just have the conversation in your head? You don't need to do it out loud.
You guys also have people around you like all the time. Like I don't. It's a little different.
So you want to hear your own voice?
I know. Well, perhaps.
Why don't you
Let's
just
make
play
sure
one of
he's
our
alive.
podcasts? Just play one of our podcasts. You can hear your own voice all day long.
But then I have to hear your voices.
That's true. Good point.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the FTS podcast, Friends Talking Shop. It's great to be here back with all of you after a little bit of a break. We had Thanksgiving in between, or did we have one after Thanksgiving? Is this our
No,
first?
this is the first after Thanksgiving.
Well,
Yeah.
happy Thanksgiving again, guys.
Yes.
I don't know if you have any good stories, but we'll get into all that. I'm your host, Dave, and it's a nice Sunday morning here, and I'm joined with my two hosts. First being Josh. Josh, how you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Actually, I had my 30th high school reunion during this time off between our podcasts.
Do you go to? I could see.
And I
going
went.
to everyone.
And why are you laughing, Omar?
Of course you went.
Wait, you wouldn't go?
Dave just said it out loud.
Yeah. Do you go to every? How many reunions do you go to?
I think I've been to almost every one. We didn't have a 20th for some reason. See, our president moved, and he doesn't give a shit anymore. And so it takes other people to kind of pick up the pieces and get it going. And plus it's local, and I'm local, so it's pretty easy. It's not like I have to come in from somewhere. But one thing I learned was I was hugging people. I had no clue who the hell they were. No clue who the hell they were. And I'm going, oh, it's good to see you. Could have been spouses of classmates, and I had no idea.
Don't you have name tags? That must be the first thing you do.
I said that to this guy who formed. I go, dude, where's our name tags?
Yeah.
I'm lost. I mean, because I don't even know. I don't know who half these people. I mean, I knew more than half, but there was definitely like 3 or 4 that I hugged that said, hey, Josh, good to see you. And I'm like, good to see you. Because I don't know their name.
Yeah, real generic, yeah.
And then I also learned 9 people are dead from my class now. 9? Doesn't that seem like a lot? We had a class of 200.
Well, how long is your class?
You live in Philadelphia. I'm not sure if that's a lot.
That's a good point.
Right. From natural causes, or
there were a couple of natural causes, a couple not so natural causes. I mean,
a couple of died from having batteries thrown at them at an Eagles game.
None of them got
hit
hit by batteries. None of them got hit by batteries. But I thought 9 out of 240 is quite a high percentage. And then there was a big debate, a memory debate we had in 8th grade. Now it's out of high school, but most people were in the same junior high. 8th grade, a girl cut her pinky off in the bandsaw, during a shop class.
Oh, in school? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in school. It was nasty. I wasn't there, but I heard about it. I know people who were in the room. But people were debating whether she still had her pinky or not. I could have sworn they sewed it back on. They Frankenstein that guy back on, but that was a big thing too.
She wasn't there to.
She was not there. She was not.
Isn't that called John Bobbitt back on?
No, John Bobbitt got his wiener cut off. This was a girl on the bandsaw in shop class cut her pinky up.
I understand, but the Frankenstein reference.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably the same doctor. Anything?
Yeah.
It's very possible.
All skin and
maybe she has John Bobbitt's member on her hand. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he accidentally
check out my pinky.
Yeah, look at my pinky. Why is my pinky getting bigger?
I had no pinky.
But I thought that was weird. I remember back. I'm like, how old are you in 8th grade? What are we, like 13, in 8th grade, something like that.
Oh, jeez.
I don't even know. Probably like 13. Why are we using bandsaws? Those are serious. That's serious equipment.
Yeah.
They're giving 13-year-olds access to bandsaws?
I don't remember having access to.
You didn't have that? You didn't have to take
junior,
shop?
in
Didn't
junior
you
high.
take-
I
I had
took
a
shop.
No, we had bandsaws too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those things are dangerous.
They're really
That's
flimsy, right?
No, it's like a big standing machine, and it's a saw that's like a vertical saw
Oh
that's
yeah,
on a
yeah.
motor,
We had like one of
and
those.
it just goes really fast, and you feed the wood into the bandsaw, and you could
Mhm.
very easily just feed your pinky right in there behind the wood, which is what she did. Chop
There's
that
a-
baby right off.
The comedian that talks about that when you're in school, the scissors they give you, like
Yeah.
you can't cut paper. Yet in the back of the
Yes.
room is the big
The big
slicer,
guillotine type
yeah,
thing that,
yeah.
that the teacher uses, just leaves it back there.
just
Yeah.
unsupervised. This huge blade.
But the students aren't not allowed to use that paper guillotine. We were supposed to use the bandsaw.
Oh no, I remember that thing sitting in the back of the room. I don't think there was. It was under lock and key. I think you go
No.
back there and start slicing your paper away.
Really? The teacher goes, go slice your paper for this next.
I don't know
thing?
why we would
don't
need
remember
to,
that.
but I just remember it sitting like on a back table. Hey, in Wisconsin, people brought axes and had shotguns in the back of their pickup
Axes.
trucks. A big
Axes.
blade in the back of the classroom is no big
A
deal.
samurai sword.
Maybe you bring some venison in and
Yeah,
share some
that's
with your
true.
friends with that thing.
That's true. But
All
anyway,
right, so you're doing
yeah.
fine.
I'm well.
You saw your reunion. Your class was like roughly 250. Mine was like
240.
800.
Yeah, we were a small class.
Because that's the thing. Like, if I go back, I haven't been to my high school. I don't think I've gone my 5-year not since. But now we'd all look older. We look different. If there was no
Yeah, that
name
happens.
tags,
You look
that would
older.
be cruel.
Well, that's
Does
what
anyone,
it was.
Does anyone look younger?
There
Well,
were-
I might.
Yeah, Dave does. Dave's Benjamin Button. There were 2 people in my class who I'm like, wow, you look like you just stepped out of high school. It was pretty
So-
remarkable. But
That's why I want to go back. I want to go back and be like, wow, you look, you're our age, and yet somehow I've been able to kind of keep some of
Were
our
any
youthful
flings rekindled?
no, we're all, everyone there is old and married with kids or divorced, or everyone's relatively fat, and it's not a good look.
Who's the most famous person in your class? Who's like people would know? Is anyone who's like famous?
Yeah, there's one guy. He wasn't there, but he's a big movie producer now. He's produced a lot of big films.
Like,
I don't know.
yeah.
I didn't
What
even
a
know.
story.
I didn't even know he
You
was
should
in that.
just throw like Avatar out there or
I
something.
didn't even know he
Yeah,
was
right.
in Avatar.
I
Yeah,
would've
James
stopped asking
Cameron was in my
follow-ups.
class.
Jimmy Cameron, yeah.
Yeah, little Jimmy Cameron.
Jimmy C.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So we had that. I mean, but I'm trying to think what else. No, no one really that famous besides that guy.
All right. Well, let's keep
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah. keep moving.
Third host who you probably heard and it's been, but last because he's been making out with his dog.
Yeah.
It's Omar. Omar, how
I
are
love
you doing?
animals.
This-
I had a bunch of other follow-ups for Josh, but we can do that later, Josh.
Wait, there's no later.
I guess.
What do you
that's
want to
true.
know?
High
What do you
school
wanna know?
unions are interesting. I do.
Yeah, they
think
are.
that's-
They're very interesting. Well, you guys don't go to yours? You wouldn't go to yours?
I want to, but I moved away. But now I have a
Because-
place back in town. I might do
Yeah.
that, but I'm
And it's
afraid
always-
to go in and be like, "You were in my high school." I don't remember. Like, I'm afraid it's
That's the
so long,
problem.
and I haven't kept in touch. Like, it would
I
be
know it's
so
gonna happen.
embarrassing.
You have to pretend like you know them. You have to pretend like, oh yeah, how you been? Because it's easy to carry a conversation when you don't know someone and haven't talked to them in forever. Because it's just, what are you up to? How you been? Do you have a family? Yeah, I got kids. That's the typical conversation, and then you don't even have to
How
really
is
get
that
to know
even
who they are.
exciting? That sounds so like
That part's
grounded.
not exciting. The exciting part is to see like people you haven't seen that you actually want to see, that you were friends with back then, that you just fallen out of touch with. That's the cool part.
Yeah,
I
Mm.
like that. It was not.
I
It was
could see
cool.
it. Omar, don't you want
I
to go
enjoyed
back
was fun.
and flash your,
I
Flash,
listen,
flash
I had
those
it-
pearly whites and that bouffant of hair.
I did not have the best high school experience.
yeah.
Well, there you
so-
go. So that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did anyone spike the punch?
It was an open bar. There's no reason to spike the punch. It was at a bar, so they rented out this.
Oh, it
yeah,
wasn't in the
but
high
the-
school gymnasium. That's what
No,
I
it's
thought
not.
That's
Yeah,
what
they
I
ever
thought.
get pushed in the locker for
Yes,
old time's
it was.
sake.
It was
That's
the
what I
enchantment under the
thought.
sea dance.
You're thinking of like the scene from Karate Kid. That's the like
Yeah.
that's
Yes,
the high
that's
school
what you're
reunion.
thinking of. No,
Yeah.
it's not like that at all. It was at a bar, and open bar, and food, and all that stuff. And I mean, we had a good turnout. It must have been like 50, 60 people. That's pretty good for class of 240.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
30
that is-
years, 30 years, that's pretty good.
There was
take
there was that great movie with John Cusack where he was a hitman,
Okay.
Yes.
and he went Gross Point Blank.
That's it.
Never
That was
saw
a
it.
great movie, but that was also in our high school gymnasiums. I thought it was there.
No,
You
it was
know.
not at the high school gymnasium. No.
It should be.
It should be. It
right?
Their
actually.
spouses and husbands come with them, or
So
not?
that's the other. So there were some spouses, and that's what throws you off, because my wife had no desire to go, none, and I still have a few buddies that I'm really close with, and I'm like, we're texting before, and like, you bringing your wife? I'm like, no, she does not want to go. Like, good, my wife doesn't want to go.
Yeah, does
either.
anyone's wife or husband want to go?
Right?
to
Why
these
would they
things?
want to
No.
go? But there
Yeah.
were spouses there, and I'm like,
Maybe
what
they
are
were
you
forced
bringing?
to go. They were
Why are you
forced to
bringing
go.
your spouse?
Yeah,
They might be
actually,
afraid of a rekindling, like you're talking about.
What do they want to guard you?
Maybe.
Believe
no,
me, there's no rekindlings going on here.
no.
I mean,
I think that it's the opposite. I think, let's say that in Josh's scenario, he would make his wife come. I
oh,
wanna
to
go.
show her off.
No. Well, that too. Also, so to have someone to talk to, like, not feel like as
Have
uncomfortable.
someone to talk to. That's what you're doing the entire time. Is
I'm
just
just telling
reminiscing.
you, some people are more like, I haven't seen these people in 20 years. I'm sure someone to talk to, but come with me. Please come with me.
Mm,
I'm a little
yeah.
No,
nervous.
I guess. But my wife, first of all, I want to talk to people and find out what the hell's going on. It was exciting to see people. So my wife's not going to want to hear all that. And then we're going to talk about
It's all your old
this girl's
stories. Yeah.
finger coming off and all the other
None
shitty
of the
stories that we.
none of the
she doesn't know any
spouses
of
who
that
are
shit.
forced to come, if you will, want to be there. They're going
course
there to be
not.
supportive.
They did not want to be. That's what
These
I'm
are
saying.
things
Like,
I'm not willing to do as a partner, by the way.
yes,
I would
and
not
you
go.
shouldn't. But you shouldn't have to do that. If my wife wanted me to go to hers, I'd be like, really? Do I really have to go? I don't know anybody there, and you're just going to be catching up and reminiscing, and I'm going to be sitting there listening to this. It's not even like I can get involved. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there were spouses there, and I'm like, I don't know who's a spouse and who's a classmate.
Yeah.
And that's why we should have had name tags.
Name tags are absolutely necessary. It is
Yes.
cruel to have a high school reunion
After
without
30
name tags.
years,
That's a
we all
crime.
look very
I think.
different.
Yeah. I agree. So moving back to my old hometown, I saw a buddy that I grew up with in the restaurant.
Yeah.
And I bumped into him like, hey, and he didn't remember me. Like I went from grade school. I think we fell out of, like, we weren't close friends in high school, but we were definitely
still.
grade school friends. And like, we were, and I thought, well, maybe he's got Alzheimer's. I mean, we're all getting older, but I was like, wow, that was
that what
weird.
you
Like,
thought?
I
Oh my
feel like he should have remembered.
Did you
and
know
so-
him right away, or did you have to think
Yeah,
about it?
I
Right
knew.
away.
Yeah, I could pick him
Okay.
off lineup right away.
All
Yeah,
right.
and so he was like, it was out of context. He couldn't
Wow.
place me, and I was kind of like, yeah, I don't want to go through a high school reunion and have that happen. I'd be devastated. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think-
But unless you have
No,
name
but
tags.
you want to know what, David? This is Josh's whole thing, because he goes back every year for his high school reunion.
It's not
everyone
every year.
remembers him.
They don't have one every year.
So you and I have
Remember-
never been back. So
remember, I'm Josh. See you next year.
You don't have high school reunions every year. And we hadn't had one in like 10 years, I think.
Yeah. It feels
There goes
like
that
constantly
theory
had
out the
reunions.
window. Hilarious.
Omar, did we establish if you're doing all right? Did we?
yeah, well, no, I told Josh I lost my wallet. I haven't lost my wallet in I don't even know how long. And I'm pretty absent-minded, so it's kind of. But I lost it in New York with my license, and so that was thankfully. I thought I could go to the airport with like a picture of my license.
Oh, yeah. You had to fly back. How did you do that?
Yeah, luckily I left my passport here, so my friend overnighted it to me.
Oh.
You luckily, after you lost your wallet, realized you left your passport in New York. That's
No, he left.
that
He
is
left his
gratuitous.
passport. He left his passport in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
Oh,
I need
He,
it.
never,
for
he
this
didn't. He
first
didn't
trip.
travel with it. Yeah.
So
wait.
now,
So were you
I'm
in New
sure
York, or you left?
I was in New York for a week after post Thanksgiving.
But to fly back, he needs ID.
Correct. Yeah.
And he lost his wallet, so he needed his passport. So his buddy had to go to his house, get his passport, and overnight it to him in New York so he can get back.
I missed the part of the overnight. Got it.
Yeah,
All right.
because you can't fly with a picture of your license.
No, that doesn't work. However, if
Not
you have
yet.
a real,
Not yet.
if
It
you
will.
find a caricaturist and they do a good
Yeah,
caricature
that'll
of you and you bring that in, that works.
No.
as well.
By the way, at some point, probably in the next 5 years, your ID will be on your phone.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, it's
alright.
actually going to be. It's actually there's like 5 or 6 states that have it now.
Yeah.
Well, I have Clear, and I don't pull my driver's license out at all. It's all retinal scan and
That's true.
my
That's
ticket.
true.
So
That's
it'll
true.
just be that. It's already there.
First of all, why do you even have a wallet? I don't even have a wallet anymore. That's a major mistake to carry a wallet.
Well, what
I like
will you
being
lose?
What?
You
My
can't
phone.
lose your wallet if you don't have a wallet.
Well,
That's
that's
what it's
my
there for.
point. That's my point.
It
You
is
don't
dumb. I will give you here's a life hack. Get a credit card for all your subscriptions and then don't leave that credit card at home. That way, if you lose it or whatever, then you don't have to re-sign up all your subscriptions.
Of course, that's exactly right.
Omar, I'm
Yes.
sure you've done that, right?
Yeah, a bunch of
Good thing.
times.
Good
Yeah.
thing.
No.
Good thing.
All right.
All right.
But I think that, like, but you forget how the real mistake I made was I canceled my credit cards. Once you
Why
do
is that a
that,
mistake?
nothing works. Uber.
Yes, but
DoorDash.
someone has your
yeah.
wallet. Someone could have your cards and
Well,
run
there were
it.
no charges on it for like. There's still no charges on it.
Still, anyone could find it. It's somewhere. You know, the wallet is somewhere.
But I'm covered, right? The credit cards will like refund me the money back. So it's kind of like playing with house money. Understand?
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. The other
It
way
is a
is you just
pain.
get new credit cards. It
Josh,
is a pain.
I
when
had to borrow money from people. I had to literally borrow money from people.
Don't you have Apple Pay and Venmo?
Everything was cut off. No, not everyone takes Apple Pay or Venmo,
Uber,
right?
is
And hotels don't take it. And I didn't have ID to book a hotel.
Oh my god! What do you mean to book a hotel? You book the hotel prior
I
to you
extended
getting
it.
there?
I changed it at the end. Thankfully, my friend booked it for me. I'm not gonna pay her back. Hopefully, she forgets about it.
You said that
You
out
know?
loud.
Oh, right.
Oh my god!
I'm not sure if she's a listener, but we help each other here and there. It's kind of cute that she got me a hotel room.
Oh, that's very nice. Well, it is. Well,
So I'm happy to be back. I'm here for a week, and then our next. I mean, are we having a holiday podcast? I think we do have to have a holiday FTS.
Well, it's early in December. We'll definitely have another one before the holidays.
Well,
And we did-
all the big wig podcasts have their last podcast this week.
Well, we're not bigwig.
No, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
but I will.
And my topic is holiday related.
All right, that's good. Well, we should announce that if you subscribe to Podcast Magazine, the article is out.
It's out.
If if you would like to read it, I suppose don't tell Podcast Magazine, but you could email us and we could send you directly the article if you want to see it. That way you could bypass the subscription, and we could also then get an email.
Did you really just say that?
Yeah, I think
You haven't
that's
emailed us
fair.
about anything. You're going to email us.
First of all,
about
we have
this?
an email. We have an email this week.
Oh yeah, David, give the email. This is
We
David's
do have.
best
Well,
friend.
let me give you
This
the
is-
address first.
This is
So,
David's highlight of every podcast.
It
He
is.
kills the precious this-
The email that we received is highly confusing. We definitely have to dive into it.
Yeah.
But if you would like to, the contest is still open. We're still waiting for that fifth emailer.
We're so
to,
close to it.
contact-
So close.
We're within single digits of getting to the fifth.
This
email.
is your opportunity.
Our email address is friends@fts.media. I know it's strange, but you can figure it out. It's friends plural at fts.media. Please email us with questions or thoughts or complaints, and or if you want to see our article in Podcast Magazine, which is glorious.
Glorious.
It's 4
What's
or
the
5
website? Is it
pages.
podcastmagazine.com?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. If you were to Google search Podcast Magazine, you'll get right to it. Ben
You'll get
Shapiro is on the cover,
Ugh.
Yeah, who's
Yeah, that's lovely.
in case you wonder.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's move on to what the podcast is actually about. What the article is describing is.
Well, I think we should say something. We were not paid by Podcast Magazine, nor did we pay them
right.
to be in this piece.
No.
Of course,
Right.
no one has any way of finding out whether that's true or not. And God knows, I don't know what's up with Josh's finances, but he has been wearing really nice sweaters recently. So
What do you think this is? This is Podcast Magazine money? These sweaters? Like flaunting some sweater? Yeah.
If you are, you must. Yeah. Where's my cut?
In fact, when I went to reunion, they go, "Whoa, look at this guy in this sweater." I just went Podcast Magazine.
for some
That was
reason,
you?
when I think about somebody who has like ridiculous wealth, you know what pops in my mind? What
Sweaters.
I would do? I wear really nice robes, like those bathrobes. I don't even wear bathrobes today. I don't like wearing bathrobes, but like they wear a real nice bathrobe. They're wearing sunglasses, and they'd be everywhere they go. They would go on a Segway. They wouldn't walk.
That's your vision of wealth?
Yes.
Oh
when
my
you hit
God.
$1 billion.
Like I wouldn't walk anywhere. I'd always be on a Segway wherever I went.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I could see with wearing nothing underneath and just letting the wind blow his
that's right.
robe open.
Exactly.
Yeah, on the Segway,
Yeah.
and then right to jail. That's not a good idea.
No.
That's not as good. All right, so let's kick off the podcast. So what we do here at FTS, Friends Talking Shop, if each of us come up with something that we want to talk about that's unprepared for each other, and we comment on it, just like if we were having a dinner at a conference and we just started blurting out.
At a conference? Can't it be like at a hot club or a trendy restaurant?
Yeah,
conference.
I don't know. That's because that's what we normally get together over. So,
Yeah.
but it could be for any reason. It
That's
could be a
fair.
concert. It could be a sporting event. But if we got to dinner and
It could be an opium den.
could be, you're right. I didn't think of that.
All right.
We've covered all the bases, but I think you get the gist. You'll figure it out as we go. It's not too complicated. We go in a premeditated order, but we'll go with Josh first. I'm curious if you have a holiday related. Let's kick it off with the holiday.
I do. I actually had a different topic, but I just got the mail the other day and opened it up. You've got mail. And I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you get these, but I got my very first one of the season yesterday. And that is the infamous Christmas letter. And I have to say that I might hate these things more than anyone in the world, the Christmas letter. If you send a Christmas letter, I apologize ahead of what I'm about to say, but these things are the worst things in the world.
This is a great topic, but yeah, we're gonna
wait. I don't know what is a Christmas letter. Is that
so you never got a so at this time people like to send pictures of their family and stuff like that.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, so we can talk about that in a second because that's the lead-in. But what's worse than that is when they send Christmas letters, and Christmas letters are not just pictures of their beautiful family, but it's also a ridiculously vomitous bragging of all the shit that they did through the year, and so-and-so's in this school and doing this and got this award and blah, blah, blah. And then we went to Belarus and then we went over to Antarctica and we hiked the mountain of
Here's a picture. Here's a picture.
Oh my God. It's the most obnoxious. It's vile. It's gross. And it's just a bragging letter and it's long usually. And it's just like, first of all, here's my point on this. It's like, if I was close to you, I would know all this shit about you.
Well, that's the thing. They want people that they sort of know to tell how well they're doing. What a year they had. That's the point of it. Yeah.
Yes. And I've never gotten one. And I should say, I should, look, I should leave the door open. I've never gotten one where I went, boy, that is a really nice thing. Maybe it's just like, it's not bragging, but it's more of, hey, here, I hope you blah, blah, blah. I hope you have a great holiday season and we wish you all the best and blah, blah, blah. And maybe they give you an update on some real things about their lives that are actually important, not all the shit that they did that you didn't do and that makes you feel like worthless. But that's the Christmas letter. And it's just, I hate it. I can't stand it.
Well, hold on a second. Let me ask you this.
I can't believe you've never gotten one of these, Omar.
I have gotten them.
Yeah.
And usually they're also sent through email sometimes too.
That might be worse.
Like with an attachment,
That might be worse.
But I think let's say it was like, I don't know, let's assume that I'm one of your closest friends. Okay.
That's a big assumption.
Well,
sure you want to go there?
Give him a second.
Hence me qualifying.
Yeah.
I
have to suspend reality. Keep going.
Yes. And and you got a letter from me about Mean Miles and like my year and what I thought was like, interesting and letting you know about something which you probably aren't going to know about no matter how often we speak.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of endearing because I think once you go beyond that close circle and send it to more and more people, then clearly there's incremental people are going to care less and less, and it gets to the point where it's actually comical when it gets to the N+1 person.
So you're describing a letter that's like heartfelt and maybe like expressing.
No,
something.
I'm saying that they're all, well, you're okay. Fair enough. There's two variables. There's the letter itself, whether it's heartfelt or whether it's bragging, humble bragging, whatever.
They're all bragging. That's what these.
And the other variable is that how close is the recipient to the actual, letter writer, right?
Yeah, but that's the point, Omar. Like I know about what you do. I don't need to read it in a letter. Anything you write in a letter that summarize your year, I probably know
I don't
80% of it.
I don't
Well,
I
hold
don't
on.
think so. Because Dave mentioned this earlier about writing down thoughts versus me talking to myself out loud. It's like
So
this is not
There's a
these letters are
confusion of
not
what
thoughts.
this letter is. So
Yes,
I,
thank
I
you.
think if
Thank
someone
you.
wrote a letter like, hey, as we come upon the end of 2022, these are the things, here's some books
I
I've read,
see.
some things I've thought through. So I hope you have a great new year. Like
No one
it's,
writes that.
No, that's the format of the letter that Josh is talking about
Yes.
is, hi, how are you? Mr. So-and-so did this year and ran a marathon, and I had this, and then little Billy,
It's from
came
Jane and
first
John
place in
Doe,
his,
and they're like, the Doe family had an amazing 2022.
right.
Here's all the shit we did that you didn't do.
Yeah.
And here's all the awards my kids won.
So it's only like their highlights.
I don't give a
Yes.
shit about any of it.
Yeah.
And it's annoying. And
How
it's
many
bragging.
of those do you get?
Well, thankfully, not many. But I do get
It was
this,
a bigger deal. I think
it
now
used to
that
be
with
more often. Now it's
yeah,
less
before
and less.
Facebook, certainly you did that because there's kind of a
Right,
need to like,
right,
I want to
right,
get
right,
everyone
right.
know what's happened, that we have 3 kids now, and some people don't. But yeah, some have perpetuated this letter, and
Ugh.
it's all the highlights. What I do like though is like,
Nauseating.
let's say you're the 3 kids, like Sally ran a marathon this year. Kenny came first place and just got a job in New York City. Billy is home and he's doing fine. Like, there's
Yeah,
always
that's
someone who
right.
got like
Yeah,
nothing to
that's
say.
right. Yeah. Billy just got out of rehab.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Billy's
don't
here.
ever read those.
Please
No one's
call
writing.
him.
No one's writing those. Yeah, they're awful. And then so the picks, everyone gets the family picks. That one you get a ton of, and that I don't even like those. I mean, first of all,
You don't mind? You don't like those where it's
don't
like
dis- I
front and
don't
back
I don't
pictures?
di-
That's
I
it.
don't dislike them, but I'm like, what a waste. It just seems like we send them too, so I'm guilty. I'm just as guilty as anybody else. But I'm like, and then my wife hangs them up. She hangs them up on our pantry door, and it's like I don't need to see all these kids. And the ones it's
If
getting
you know
worse.
the kids though,
I know the
it's
kids.
nice.
No, if you know the kids, yes. If they're your close friend, but we get a whole bunch of these things, and there's people like I just don't care.
Fascinating.
And then the worst part is, then when people it's cute when your kids are little, but when your kids grow up and you're sending these things like we do, I'm like, well, our kids are not older now.
You know what it is, honestly? I think maybe this is like spam, because the incremental cost of sending out another picture is so low. And
It is. That's exactly
and the
right.
problem with it,
You just
Josh,
send
like,
out
let's say,
100
now-
of them.
Well, hold
Yeah.
on. I want to give you a little bit of benefit of the doubt here. Your family is that I bet you that like the number of people that you send your picture, your family card to is like a lot less than what other people do.
Maybe. I don't know.
So my
You try-
point is,
Yeah, you try to limit.
for the record, you don't send. Do you send me one? I don't think you do.
No, and I don't want to.
I get a lot from a lot of our friends.
I don't want to drag you through that. I mean,
But
I can
enjoy
send you one. I don't do it. My wife
actually-
does it.
I enjoy the pictures. I
Yeah,
do.
see, look, I just don't
No,
need
you know
it. I
why?
mean,
I can see how
pictures aren't
miserable
bad. The
everyone
letters
is.
are the worst.
Everyone's miserable in the pictures, and they try and look they're happy. I'm like, oh my god, Dave looks so.
No, they're
miserable.
not. There's two types of pictures, by the way. There's two types. The first type is some exotic vacation they took.
Right. Everyone's
And
dressed in white
yes.
pants and a blue shirt on
Yes,
the beach.
there's
Yeah.
that one.
Right.
Then the other one is the purposeful posing picture for the card itself.
Yeah.
And it's just comical. It's just absolutely.
I
and
just
the
send
worst-
my dogs.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You send your dogs, and so it's like, okay, what's the point of this? And I hang it on a pantry door.
But the dogs are the best ones, don't you guys think so?
No, I don't need to see a picture of your dogs. It's so unnecessary. You post
Oh my
1,000
God,
of them on
you're-
Instagram
David, he's
every
like
day.
You're like Scrooge. This is
I'm not
crazy.
Scrooge.
Do you not like the holidays in general?
I don't dislike the holidays. Here's my thing. I'm very much
He's a Grinch.
I'm not a Grinch, but holidays for me are just not a huge deal. They're just not. I don't know. They're just glorified meals in my opinion. And some of them are nice, and there's some niceties to definitely some of them. But I don't go gaga over holidays. I don't go gaga over
Josh,
any holiday.
I was noticing something when you were talking about the whole high school reunion thing, and
Yes.
how you love like community. You love
do.
community.
Yeah,
Like, and Dave has his own outlet for that, especially in the age of like with this. I've been working out of my place for 17 years now, so I'm not really used to having office culture, if you will. But you in your own way are the same way, and you love community.
Yeah.
And dinners are about community. I think you love them. Dave, what do you think? Do you think
No,
he's
I
just
do not. I'm telling you, I do not.
Yeah, I'm surprised if you would have asked me, as I'm hearing Josh talk, I feel like he's being honest, but I would have thought you'd like holidays.
you
I
do?
do
I don't
think
dislike holidays. I don't dislike them,
I
but I don't go gaga over them.
some of the trappings of holidays, there's pros and cons. One thing I've
Yes.
really come to appreciate about holidays is I get less email. This is where my life has become. Like Christmas and New Year's means other week I'll get less email than normal.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is a shame. But it's time you see your family and stuff like that. But the pictures and the Christmas cards, that's a great topic. It's I have
Josh,
to say I
Yeah.
kind of am like, we don't send one ourselves.
Yeah, I know you don't.
You don't. Yeah.
Which is good. You shouldn't. And
Have you ever sent one, Dave?
I'm sure he did
when the kids were
young.
little.
Yes, when the
yeah.
kids were little. That's when it
Right.
makes sense. When the kids
Should there be a
when you-
cutoff on the cards? At
Yes.
A Hallmark?
100% a cutoff on the
Actually,
cards.
they do it all through Shutterfly, don't they? Now it's everything.
Yes.
It's real
Omar.
cheap to. Yeah.
They're dragging the Jews into it now. I get my Jewish friends are sending pictures. That never happened before, like 6-7 years ago. I'm like,
That's
what are you
real.
guys doing? You got dragged into this, and now it's everybody.
But I don't
Everybody's
do
doing
it.
it.
I mean, I don't want to. I could. I mean, Sarah got married this year. There's lots of things we talk about, but like the reason we don't do it is for the reason you don't like receiving it. I feel like if we list on all the highlights and
Yes.
vacation stuff like that, I have friends who don't want to read that. Don't want to see. And I'm not going to say like, during the months of July and August, I was kind of depressed, but I snapped out of it. Like, of course I'm going to be. It's all the highlights. So I don't
Yes.
want to do that to somebody else. That's why I don't really love Instagram.
But Dave,
either.
everybody who's close to you knows your daughter was married.
Right. And it's
You
on
don't
Facebook.
you don't need to tell the ninth degree of Kevin Bacon connection that your daughter was married. It's
Right.
unnecessary. That's
Yeah.
my
I'm gonna
point.
By the way, I'm gonna write a letter after this is over to Josh about my year. I can't wait.
Yeah. I kind of want to do one in jest now. Like I want to
You
do
know
the
what's fun-
anti-Christmas letter.
I will tell you this though, it is funny. As much as I hate them, I actually do love to hate them. So
Yeah,
when
you
we
read
got,
'em.
yes, when we got this one, I love to read it and make fun of it. Because I'm like, oh my God, this is just unbelievable what they write in this thing.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because it's kind of hypocritical, but I kind of want more of them because they're so awful that I like to read how awful they are. Does that make sense?
Some weird way, I suppose.
Yes,
You want to
some
make
weird
fun. You
way.
think they're ridiculous. You like to make fun of people, and
Yeah,
this
It's
is
why
a-
you go to your. It's why you still go to your high school.
Partly.
Yeah.
No, but I do want to see people. That's different. It's funny because it's such an antithesis. It's like that. The reason I go is I want to see people I haven't seen before. Yet I get cards of people I haven't seen in a while, and I don't want them. It's it's very weird.
Well, it's funny sometimes to see what constitutes as a highlight, right? It's
That's true too. That's
and
true.
it's like,
Yeah.
I'm sure they meant it to be a highlight, and like,
Yeah, that's
oh,
true as well.
That's interesting. So I would read them. I do read them.
You have
But I
to.
think there's an element of like, I used to work with this person when I was in my 20s, so I have their address. I want them to see how we're doing, and it's like, it's
what are you
like
gonna
there's
send a
almost an
picture of all the stuff you got?
Yeah, don't you? I usually take a picture of my bank account.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
In 2022, net worth.
Yeah, you tell the kids to get on the hood of your car. They can take that picture.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think there's an element of like wanting to, outdo the Joneses, or what's the keep up with the Joneses. Like it's not just a heartfelt thing. It's more of a, I don't know. It's a competitive. Well, and I think
Wait.
Instagram is that way too.
Do you get a letter,
Of course,
Josh?
Instagram is exactly that way. This is the pre-Instagram Instagram.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you get a letter from you actually enjoy reading?
No,
Oh,
No.
really? Not a one.
zero.
Oh.
Most of the people that I know that I'm close with hate these letters and would never send them out.
I guess I'm always curious to see what people's kids look like when you're older. Like, is
there's-
it's kind. I think that's kind of interesting.
That's what I'm saying. The pictures one I don't love, but I don't hate them either. Like, okay, here's a picture, I'll take a look, boom, that's it. Now I would, if it were me and if I was single and no kids, no family, if I got one, I'd look at it and then I'd throw it in the trash
Right.
immediately. My wife hangs them up. So they're up there for the entire month.
Well,
of
that
December.
probably increases your anger as you got to stare at them all.
It does.
And then when do they all come down? They come down January 1?
I would
Or-
like that, but they usually hang around for a little bit longer than that.
To,
And
like,
then my
March
wife
or
used to
April.
keep them. I'm like, why are you keeping these things? I found like piles of them. Like, throw these things out.
Yeah.
Why do we
Yeah.
have these?
We have a mandatory basket that they all go in and they go there. And I suppose if you have companies, sometimes they'll flip through them. So I guess that's the reason why. But then they sit there for a while before they go into the garbage.
But
What's-
isn't this
what's the
also
point?
like? Well, I'll tell you. Oh, I think there's also a subtle difference possibly here too. Like if you got a letter from someone who was a really good writer and it was funny about their family, maybe even like a David Sedaris kind of thing.
Amazing. I would love it.
Maybe you would enjoy it.
100%.
So maybe actually, Josh, maybe I will send you a letter in my year.
100. Well, I'd like. Hopefully, you get a ghostwriter. But yes, 100%. If someone sent a very clever Christmas letter that was tongue in cheek, sarcasm, I would love it. You're 100% right. But I've never ever received that.
How about this? I have a friend that will send sort of the typical kind of letter, but then they will talk about their favorite shows of 2022, favorite movies, favorite music, like the books they've read. I get a lot of books. Like here's the books I read of the year.
See, the books is a brag. Here's all the books I read.
No, not all the books. These are the top 3 books I would recommend. I actually think I kind of like looking at. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't need to know what someone's favorite movies and shows are.
Well, maybe you haven't seen it and you think it's interesting. I actually think that's a little bit more interesting.
I think that if you know them well, like
then I already know what they're watching.
You do?
That's my point. If I know them well, I know what they're watching because we talk about that stuff.
Okay, so what's the number of people that you would include in your close circle that you'd say that you would, you're engaged in their lives? Is it 10 families?
No, 20. 20
So everyone there's 20, you know what their favorite shows are, what they watch?
I know enough.
That's because Josh is talking about what he's watching.
Yes, they need to know what I'm watching.
So it comes out. It comes out.
That's right.
Yeah.
If anyone should be writing a letter, it's me.
My top 10. I'm interesting. Yeah, this was a failed topic because both of you guys think you could write interesting Christmas letters. So
correct.
Everybody else,
that's true.
That's right.
Omar now sees this as a challenge.
Oh, if my wife let me write a Christmas letter, I would. Oh yeah, I could.
Now that would be funny, right?
I could write a really good one, but
she would never let
me send that out.
Why?
Because she thinks they're obnoxious too, and if I wrote one, it would be horribly insulting, and just in general. Because it has to be funny, and I wouldn't write anything about our family.
You can make it funny without ripping on everyone else's more traditional letters.
No. It would be insulting to people who write Christmas letters. Is my point.
Yeah. Which and you can't roast your family, right?
You can.
It's funny.
Why
you
not?
can, but
why not? Are you kidding?
Yeah, of course you can.
You should send a January letter, start a new tradition, and summarize the funny things that happen in your Christmas letters.
You know what I'm going to
send them all back out to people. That would be.
I'm going to do an Arbor Day letter because no one ever does Arbor Day letters.
Yeah,
start a new tradition.
Little Billy, came in first place in February.
Another amazing Arbor Day for our family.
Pictures and everything.
When is Arbor Day?
No one knows because it doesn't matter.
What would you guess? I think it's
fall.
I think
spring. No, spring. Because
things
start growing.
Is that when the groundhog comes out?
That's definitely. February. I know that's February, and that's a big bullshit thing too. The groundhog is so stupid.
April 28th and 20.
There you go. See, spring. I nailed it.
Yep. Yes, you nailed it. Wow. 1 out of 4 guesses. You're amazing. You should put that on your Christmas letter.
Thank you.
This year.
Yes.
Just write the most tedious things. Like,
just the stupidest things.
Yeah, this year I've been going to Target a lot and been spending probably a little bit more because of inflation. Like just completely.
I had a hangnail. Dug at it for a few days. Finally got another baby out.
How about something really stupid? I started a podcast called FTS. Friends
yeah, that's right.
Actually, maybe we should send a Christmas letter.
We should send it to get some listeners.
Yeah, we can put the email address down.
That would help.
Actually, that's a really good idea. I'm glad you brought that up. So we're gonna send Christmas letters this year.
All right, we killed my topic.
All right, Omar, are you ready to go with your topic?
Yeah, I am. So you guys know that. You probably know that I kind of wear the same outfits a lot.
What?
like a white button down, my sunglasses, my Lou necklace.
Like what you're wearing
and
right now.
I'm wearing right now,
Yeah, let me guess.
and my aloe yoga shorts.
I don't know what.
Do you have
shorts
many
you have.
copies of the
That's
same?
new to me.
Aloe, aloe. They're like a Lululemon kind of brand, and I love them. So they have lining, and they have 3 pockets. You know, 2 on the side, 1 in the back. And that's what I love about them, because the pocket at the back is awesome to put your phone in and whatever. A very underrated pocket. And
You
so my
sit on your
point is,
phone then?
I can when I'm
See, that
walking.
feels weird. I don't like to put my phone in my back
Well,
pocket.
no, when I'm sitting down, I typically take it out. When I'm
Oh,
walking around,
okay.
so it's I don't like it in the front. Like it gets too.
Yeah.
I like it in the back, so to speak. So anyway, I love them so much. I have well over 70 to 80 pairs of aloe yoga shorts, because I don't want
Like
them to
father, like son.
I don't want no, because like everyone, like my nightmare is when they stop making them, which happens sometimes with certain brands. They stop making a certain type of like beanie or jacket or shirt. You're like, oh my God, this is my favorite shirt or favorite sweater. And that happens. They stop production, and I want to get in front of it, if you will. And I love these shorts so much. I wear them
But you
every
have
day.
enough of them.
But now I do.
I think maybe 5 would be enough.
No, but they if you wear them every day, they eventually wear out, right? So my point, but the larger point is that, well, I guess this in and of
80
itself is
pairs.
fairly interesting.
Where do you put 80 pairs? That would
I
take
have
a whole armoire
I have
just for your
basically,
shorts.
if you include my friends' homes and my home, I have like 5, and my family's, I have like 5 homes.
You scatter these shorts all around the states.
Yeah.
All through the
No,
world.
there's in Florida, there's in New York, there's Maryland, there's 2 places, there's Rincon, there's San Juan, and
can I fill you in on something?
yeah.
There are a lot of other companies that make shorts.
Mm.
And if by chance one day these shorts wear out, you could find another pair of shorts from another company.
Okay.
This is not. I can see where this is going. Go ahead.
Well, wait a second. No, it's going to take a left turn in a second. But
okay,
Joshy, like for example, I have my skateboard. I love. It's an electric skateboard. There's no remotes.
Yes.
It's all weight controlled. It's amazing, and it's broken down a few times, and I've had accidents on it, but I still love it. I love it, love it, love it. All the other competitors to this company have electric skateboards, but they have a remote control you have to hold in your hand, which I just find to be ridiculous. My point is, I should have bought 10 of those skateboards, because that company went out of business, and there's no other companies that make that kind of skateboard anymore. They don't make them anymore, and I missed it. Right.
Yeah.
So these things can happen where maybe with shorts, you're probably right, and along those lines. So I love these shorts so much, Aloe. I'm like, these are the best shorts I've ever worn in my life. I love them, love them, love them. My friends have told me about another brand, and I hear about them other brands all the time, called Viore.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
right,
whatever.
Right. Yes.
Aloe's the best. Aloe's the best. I don't hear about your like Kmart brand. I don't want to hear about it. You know, blah 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 blah. And so I'm in New York this past week, when I did have my wallet before I lost it. And I'm like, you want to know what? I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna try these shorts out. And I tried them on, and I have to tell you, I think I really love them.
See, that's my point.
So I don't know what to do with the aloe yoga shorts. I think I'm gonna get rid of them all.
You love them better.
Wait. You're gonna get rid of them, but you still like them. It's not like you don't like them anymore.
It's over.
Yeah,
I feel like it's over.
You have a new love.
Yes.
See, that was my point. And by the way, Viore, my wife loves that brand. Loves it.
Aloe or Viore?
No, Viore.
Yeah, I'm wearing them right now. So okay. So my question is this, okay, and this is what it made me think about, because I'm always thinking about things about maximizing sort of my existence on this planet.
Have you worn all 80 pairs, by the way, or are you going to get rid of some that you've never even worn before?
He's got 80 pairs of shorts he doesn't want anymore.
I know.
It's no longer wearing these. Now it's a replacement project now. We've moved on from.
So you're going to buy 80 pairs of Viore now?
Maybe. Yeah.
They're expensive.
Yeah, but I like it. I like the material.
But didn't you
I-
learn the lesson? Once Vuori
No.
goes, there'll be another one.
No, but this is kind of my question. So it made me think, is I was so certain, I about these about aloe yoga shorts. I'm like, I'm all in, right? And there was something that maybe is actually better for me. And I guess I was engaged and I broke that off. So that's a similar kind of thing. But I guess the question for you guys is, are there things that you were certain about that was your favorite thing of either a clothing or a food, and but you just have discovered something else, and maybe your certainty, you've avoided other things that can make you happier. And I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not asking either one of you if you ever considered leaving your wives.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah,
I'm not talking
I didn't know it was
about
going there or not.
Yes, of course, because we would not answer it that way.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting topic, right? Because I was so certain of aloe. I was 90 shorts certain, you know? And I'm like, wow, there are probably other things that I'm really like
Yes.
way off.
Yeah, that's right. I did
So
that on a lesser scale with jeans. I had jeans that I found I really liked, and then I bought like not like you. I'm not a psychopath. I bought 3, and then I found another one recently. I'm like, whoa, these are way better. I love these. And now those other
Really?
3, yeah. Now there's
Who's
other,
the new brand? Like, what was the old brand?
well, I can't remember the old brand because it's been a couple years. But Muggsy, do you know Muggsy jeans?
No.
They're online. It's they're awesome. They're like those stretch jeans. They have a little like stretch in them. I love them. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
And now I love those. And now I have these other
Yeah.
ones that just sit there. And I stare at them. I'm like, I should really just get rid of them.
You see?
But there's a huge difference. I bought 3. You bought 80. You bought 80.
But if
Thinking
you
that-
divide it by the number of residences he has, maybe that brings the ratio into a little bit more.
Well, it's not that I
Normalcy.
have.
yeah,
but
that's
yes.
true. That's a good point.
But I think that is the key lesson learned here is so I've gone through something really similar because now we work from home.
Yes.
And I realized, I don't have to wear something different all the time. And I kind of like wearing black on Zoom, right? I just like that is going to. So I found a T-shirt in the summer that I love the way this T-shirt.
I noticed you wear a lot of black T-shirts.
I all of a sudden
noticed that.
decided I wanted to wear a black T-shirt. I like that's
Yeah.
what I'm doing. So I bought 4 of the exact same T-shirts. I said, this is it. And I'm not going to, I have a whole closet full of all kinds of stuff.
Other stuff.
All I
yeah.
want to wear from now on is black T-shirts. That's it. I don't. Steve Jobs had it right, but I bought 4 because I assumed that these will last me for a while, and there might be another T-shirt I like better. I hope this company still stays in business, but I wouldn't buy 20 and say
Right.
set for the
Yes.
next 15
Yes.
because-
You don't. So you don't have a favorite like shirt you wear, like a favorite shirt, like
No, I do, but I buy.
He just said that.
T-shirt. I'm talking about like a button down. I'm sorry, same difference.
Oh
I guess.
yeah. Well, I know I have a company that I like.
Yeah, I have a
there's-
company too.
So the
How about,
the-
like with me with jackets, like winter. I'll do the same thing. I'll buy 2 of them.
No,
like-
winter jackets. No.
Yeah,
See, we don't
winter
have FU money, or at least I don't. I can't buy 2 winter jackets. Winter jackets are expensive.
And I feel like the variability there of liking
I'm saying
another
if you
kind of
really
jacket.
love it. If you're like, oh my god, I gotta get 2.
But why do I need 2?
Because when the other one wears out.
Then I get another winter jacket.
Yeah.
Well,
Here's-
winter jacket, you don't wear it enough. Like something
No.
every day.
I rarely wear my
understand.
winter jacket. Rarely wear my winter jacket. I don't like wearing winter jackets at
But
all.
when you
actually.
wear it, it's like you know that you're like the flyest guy in town. You know what I mean?
No, I'm. Well,
So you buy
no.
2 because you want to make sure you always have one. If you lost one, you grab the other, and then you buy another one, so you always have 2.
Well,
Is that what you're saying?
this is okay. This has only happened in the last like 3 years because I realized there are certain pieces, of clothing. It's called pieces that I really just fall in love with. I'm like, oh my god, these are the most amazing pants or a shirt or a jacket.
Yeah, that
And
happens.
and I buy multiple ones. And
Yeah, but I don't buy multiple ones. I like to, if I find something that here's the thing though, by the way, that we live in an age now, like 20 years ago, there were like 4 brands of jeans, for example.
Yeah.
That was it. You had, Levi's and whatever, all the other ones. I don't even remember. Jordache.
Guess
the-
jeans.
Guess.
Guess jeans.
Yeah. Cavaricci's.
Wrangler,
You had, yeah, right. Wrangler.
which
exactly.
were so tight. When you wash those things, you couldn't bend your knees. Oh, terrible.
I compare those because I still have an old pair of Levi's, and like that denim, like that wasn't comfortable at all compared to
burlap
what they're making
sack
now.
compared-
Oh
yeah,
my
that's right.
God! But there were only 4 of those. Now go online. There's like I even am questioning my own Muggsy jeans because now every once in a while on Instagram I'm like, this popped up, this jean. I'm like, oh, that looks good too. I kind of want to try that one, but I'm like, but I don't do it. But what my whole point is that there's 1,000 of these things out there. You'll just find another one if it goes out.
I think that's right. But
You
and
just will.
I will no longer buy any clothes off of an ad on Instagram or Twitter anymore because I saw this like sweater because I like if I'm gonna.
But that's
have
how I found
pullover-
Muggsy. That's how I found Muggsy jeans was Instagram.
Well, and we all day everyday pants too, right? Wasn't
yes,
that
and all
true?
day everyday pants.
And we
which
all-
now I don't really wear that much anymore.
I do too. They
Yeah.
are no longer my
They're no
favorites.
longer
That's-
my-
I've
yeah.
got replacements.
Muggsy jeans. I'm on their website right now. Oh my God.
Do you like them?
Are they marketed toward
no,
tweens?
I can't wear stuff like that. No.
They actually don't look as good on the picture as they do
On you.
when when you get them. It's funny because it's like the opposite. Like you look at like McDonald's on the TV and you're like, that actually looks good, and then obviously you go and it's a pile of shit.
I have
in real life.
I have very long and also very skinny legs.
Yeah.
So
You
when
have
I
long
wear,
legs?
yeah, I have
You
long
don't have
legs.
long
I have a
legs.
sh- I have a, I do. I have a shorter torso. Torso. Excuse me.
Did you add an H in there?
Sorry. Torso.
Sorry.
So my
Torso, yeah.
torso to leg ratio is it's the opposite of most people.
Is it? Are you a mutant?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I need to
So-
see. I need to prove that out. But go ahead. Sorry.
I have a friend of mine who has a really long torso, and it's a very weird look.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
yeah.
borderline where it's noticeable. But if you're not looking for
I've
it,
never
if you're looking
noticed.
for me, you'll notice it.
It's no
I've never
so unless you're
noticed.
not.
My point
If you're
is,
looking for it.
I'm like because I'm like I have jeans are always too baggy on me on the bottom.
Yeah, but you get slim fit. That's why you get tapered slim fit. That's what these are. That's why I like
yeah,
them.
but tapered and like slim fit, it sounds a little too, sorry. I'm not 18 years old. Okay, I'm not wearing tapered. Slim
Whoa,
fit
whoa,
jeans.
whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop right now! Stop
that mean?
right now!
I don't know. I'm with Omar on this one.
I'm with Omar too, but he dresses like he's 18 sometimes.
Oh yeah, I'm actually.
I don't wear
surprised
the
that you
ripped
said-
jeans. Like I look at people wearing ripped jeans, and there's
I've
plenty of
worn-
people our age that wear ripped jeans. I can't do it because I feel like it's like
I
it's a-
have ripped
it's a young
jeans. I
person.
don't wear them.
I know
very
you do.
often. I haven't
you
worn them
wear
for a
them.
long time.
I've seen
Did you
wear
buy them
ripped
ripped or
jeans.
did they naturally rip?
You bought them ripped. Bought them ripped. Yes,
Yeah,
you bought them ripped.
yeah. I think the
Guilty.
ones I have are ripped, but they're at least they're just Levi's.
Okay, but they're ripped jeans. Like I wouldn't buy
Yeah,
ripped
but I don't
jeans
wear
at
them.
this
I don't wear them
age.
anymore. Look, one of the challenges as you get older is like you don't want to jump the shark, right? You don't wanna try
Correct.
too hard.
Correct.
And I'm pretty good about that, I think. You guys have already approved my flashiness on previous podcasts, so I feel like I'm on solid footing here. But yes, I'm not wearing tapered, slim fit, stretchy
What-
Justin Bieber jeans.
They're not Justin Bieber jeans, and they're not slim fit like they hug you like they're like another layer of skin. I don't
What is
like that
Mugsy-
at all.
What is
I don't
Mugsy's
like
target
that.
audience on that website? Can you tell? Is that
Yeah, it's
all
it's
ages?
like it's like
It's-
it's like 40-year-old guys.
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not. It's millennials.
Yes, it is. No, it's not. Look at it. They're great jeans. They
By the
fit
way, have
really
you
well.
guys? We should get. Actually, we're dying for a sponsor. This is pretty natural, Josh. You got to reach out to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
have you
Muggsy
guys-
should be sponsoring us.
Have you guys
I
ever?
love their
worn,
jeans.
Have you ever worn tights?
No,
Tight what?
Have you
no,
tights like tights?
no.
Only as
Like-
long underwear before I go to
Yeah.
a Packers.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
So like when you're right. Okay. So you know the feeling, right?
Yeah.
I wear
yeah.
compression pants for hockey.
Okay. Doesn't it
Yeah.
feel nice?
Like
Like
No.
don't you feel like sexy or like don't you feel like everything's like kind of like
No.
it's nice, right? No.
no,
Pulls it all together. You're saying?
Yeah, it's just nice. I understand why women wear Skims and
no,
Spanx.
no. I would not go. Like I put on my compression pants, but they're for utilitarian purposes only. And obviously, I would never wear just those. It's a weird feeling.
What everything you do is for utilitarian
That's
purposes.
true. That's probably very true.
What do you do that's for luxury? What's the most irrational thing you do, like for your own enjoyment? Clearly, it's not skincare. Clearly, it's not your partner. It's not your so tired. But what is it? How do you spoil it? And don't say Eagles games. I mean, like on yourself. Like,
I don't know.
Besides sports, I mean,
I don't know.
anything.
I don't know. I can't even think of anything.
Do you
Yeah,
like
you're-
cheesecake?
Yeah, of course. I love cheesecake.
Okay.
That's
Does that
he's,
count?
He's got to have it in case he's got a plumber to come over to share with. That's pound cake.
That's pound cake.
is-
Yeah, you give pound cake to plumbers.
Pound cake.
They love it.
You are a utilitarian guy, Josh.
I
You
am.
are.
Pound
You,
cake.
I very much am. You're right.
you and Omar are. I might be the first to tell you guys this, but you're fairly different
We're
in
fairly
many
different.
respects.
Yes.
But the other
I spell
fascinating thing
sitcom.
is Josh is I think Josh is a much happier and pleasant person than I am. You have a more positive disposition.
Interesting.
I think.
Interesting.
Dave, what do you think?
Ooh, who has a more positive disposition? I think you're pretty equal in what you exude. Like I think you're both very positive, but I think Omar, I think you're a swirling mix of anxiety under the surface that
there's no
that
question
we
of
know
that.
about. I think, but yeah,
No
you don't
question of
show it.
that.
You don't show it. I think Josh,
I
all
like
your
that.
anxieties, you're like, I don't really care.
Wait. I'm sorry. What did you call it again? A swirling mix of anxiety.
Yeah,
I think,
that's
yeah, a
that's probably what your
tempest.
therapist writes on her notepad as she's talking to you.
That is such a good one.
That should be your
That is
biography
very good.
title.
I like
Yeah.
that. That's a new tattoo right there.
Actually, no, I had a great quote about anxiety.
I don't want to hear it. I'm very much a utilitarian realist. That's me. I'm just a realist. It's like it is what
Unlike
it is.
Here it is.
fantastical
Anxiety.
utilitarian.
Here we go.
Here's
Never mind.
here's my anxiety quote. Anxiety is experiencing failure in advance.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Which is really doesn't need to happen because
Correct. That's
you
what
Exactly.
aren't feeling
The
yeah,
quote
you haven't
itself is
failed yet.
telling you. Yes.
Right. Yeah, I think that's probably something that you think about more, Omar, than maybe Josh and I do. Although I think we
Yes.
probably all fail the same amount. It's just a matter of how much you
I don't know.
how much you think about it ahead of time. So, but hey, just real quick, I want to tell you the purchase I made on it was on
Instagram?
Twitter. I bought this sweater.
Oh, yes,
it was
yes,
on
yes.
Twitter.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, that looks nice. It's because I like my pullovers to be full zippers down, so I can get to my black T-shirt quickly in case
Of
it's hot.
course. Yes.
So I ordered and thought,
Quarter zip. It was a quarter zip.
no, full zip.
Full zip.
I want a full zip. And then I get the email that like a week later that it is being manufactured in China. And I knew at that point, oh no, like this is not, and it'll be shipped in the next 4 to 6 weeks. And I thought, oh
That's
my
no
gosh,
good. That's
this is not a real company. And
That's
I
right.
waited and I waited. Finally, it showed up like 2 months later. I got an extra large. This thing would fit a medium. It is so small. It says
Are you
extra
sure-
large on it.
sure it
It's
wasn't
not
a
even
junior?
close to an extra large.
You sure it's not a junior?
I
'Cause
should,
I've done that before.
I don't know.
Where I
Oh, I
bought
should
like a
check.
large and I didn't realize it was a junior size, not an adult size, adult large.
I should
bet
check that out.
I bet you it's a junior extra large.
Well, it's a complete waste. I'm never going to order clothes off
And-
of Twitter, Instagram. It's got to be a recommendation that I've seen in advance. I'm not doing it anymore.
But it's easy to tell if it's a legitimate company once you go to the website.
Yeah. I didn't
Mhm.
went right to the link. I was such.
Yeah, you got to go to their website.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, Omar, I think I think the answer is buy 5 to 10 of things you love. Give yourself like a little bit of a 20% room to try new stuff.
Yeah.
Save that 60 pairs to try and then like kind of rotate through. And then you've got your extras, you got your experimentation that you can have.
Yeah.
You know, I think you're the kind of guy that is very loyal, but you should give yourself a little bit of room to like experiment.
There's
Explore.
always going to be another whatever the hell the brand is that you said your shorts are.
Aloe.
Aloe. There's going to be another aloe.
There's always a better aloe.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
always.
I'm wearing these Vuoris right now. Maybe they're not as comfortable as I.
Oh my god. Unbelievable.
It's
Yeah.
that pocket.
The third pocket is the key pocket with these shorts. You guys agree? No one puts stuff in their front pockets.
What are you talking about? I put stuff in my front pockets all the time.
Yeah.
I
That's
only have
actually where
one thing
put
I
all
carry.
my-
I carry my phone. My phone goes in my front pocket.
When you're wearing shorts,
Yeah.
In my my shorts, my phone goes in my front pocket.
it does.
Where does your phone go?
In my back pocket.
No, you have to sit down.
This is when you're walking around. When you're
No, front
when you're
pocket.
sitting down, you keep your phone in your pocket when you're wearing shorts as well. Who does that?
100%.
Me too.
What? Hold on. You guys are wearing shorts and you
Yep.
leave your phone in your pocket while
It
you're
looks
sitting down.
terrible, but I do it. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's
Front
also
pocket.
incredibly uncomfortable. I bet you don't do that. You guys are being
No.
Wrong.
intransigent. You're being
I do
intransigent
it.
right now. Okay.
I do it. Front
Hey,
pocket.
when you're next wearing shorts, which you guys both live in like in the Midwest, so it's very
I
cold
don't live
up
in the
there.
Midwest. but
6
it's
months
cold.
from now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's where I am. I can wear shorts, and
Yes.
but when you do wear shorts again,
Front
I
pocket.
want you to just be aware of where the phone goes when you
Front
sit down.
Pocket.
I can guarantee you it's front pocket, but it's
Guaranteed.
interesting question. It's maybe I should try the back pocket.
No, I don't want the back pocket.
Not when you're sitting down.
Well, no,
I don't
of
want
course
the
not.
back pocket.
What did you have a bad experience? What-
It's just it's not
Doesn't
not
want any
easily
buzzing
accessible.
back there.
I don't mind buzzing back there, but it's not it's not accessible, and it probably
Yes,
would
it
stick
is.
out. It probably would
Back.
stick out a little bit.
Maybe are you not flexible? Can you not?
Actually,
Come on.
Josh, honestly, I've certainly never seen him go for his wallet. So he can't go above the.
I don't
he can't
carry a
go above
wallet.
The nipple.
Number one, I don't carry a wallet. We've already
That's right.
established that. Number two, always front pocket because you can get picked back there. You can get your wallet picked back there. Probably
I think
how
that's
you
why I
lost
do it
your
too. I
wallet.
want
Where
it.
are you
Ah,
walking?
probably how you
Where-
lost
where
your
are you
wallet.
walking around Hyderabad? You don't know what's gonna pick your
Not the-
pocket.
It's not the point. You can get that. You can get that
Oh
picked
my
anytime.
God. This is like my dad saying how he'll never buy a red car or a sports car.
Because you get a ticket.
You got
I remember
tickets.
my mother used to say that when we were little.
Yeah.
I
They're
got a
always-
ticket because I have a red car. You got a ticket because you're going 95.
All right, you ready for?
All right,
my
let's
topic?
get yours
Thank
in,
you.
Dave. We're going long here.
All right, my topic. I go pretty quick. My topic this week is actually a quiz. I got a
Ooh,
quiz for you guys. Are you
I
ready?
love it. That's different.
Because we have not. I don't think we have yet made reference to Seinfeld yet. Has Seinfeld come up yet?
We have not this show. You're
Well,
right,
we-
have not.
I'm ready to fix that right now.
I love
Now
it.
I know, Josh. I know you're a big fan of Seinfeld. Omar, do you feel like you're a pretty good Seinfeld connoisseur? That you'd be pretty good at kind of recall on Seinfeld?
I think I'm in the 93rd percentile.
All right,
Interesting.
assuming 100 is good, then
I think
yes.
I'm 99.9%.
All right,
I think
so
Josh is high. I think Josh is higher than me.
we're going to
100
make this a
easily.
competition. So I'm going to ask you a question. First person I see raise hand. Don't blurt it out.
Oh, you don't want
I'll
to go back
call-
and forth?
All right, we'll do the back and forth. That's
There
better.
you go.
We'll do that.
And
All right.
then we don't have to do the then because
Well-
there's latency problems on our laptops. I know
Okay.
Omar's got a much better laptop than me, so he's got a technological advantage.
Well, I don't know how that's possible in Puerto Rico, but I will do every other. So we're going to go through the top 10 episodes of Seinfeld according to Variety magazine. All
Okay.
right?
Yep.
I'm going to I'll give you the title of the episode,
Yep.
and I'll say what season the episode.
According to
Yeah.
what magazine? Bride
Variety.
magazine.
Variety, he said.
Variety. Sorry. Yeah, Bride and Fishing and
Yeah,
Tackle.
Bride.
They
Yeah,
both
fishing-
they combine.
According
on
to Better
the-
Homes and Gardens.
All right, and I will ask you a question and see if you can answer. And if you don't
About that episode?
about the episode thing in
Okay.
the episode, and then
Who's
if
the
you,
favorite, David, in your
Oh,
mind?
come on,
eyes?
please.
I
if I-
don't I don't need to start that controversy.
If I miss one question, it will be a scandal.
I'm gonna write down who I think is gonna win, and then I'll tell you at the end.
Josh,
Okay.
He's gonna
Josh,
write both
Josh,
names.
Josh, do you think I'm in the Josh, do you think I'm in the 90s?
I don't know.
Well,
Good
let's
question.
go
I
ahead.
don't
and
know.
start.
We're gonna
Okay.
find out in about 2 seconds.
All right, I'll work from 10 to 1.
Fine.
Number 10 is called The Switch. Don't say
Yeah.
anything. I know
know.
you're even
I know the episode.
season 6, episode 11. So Josh, I'll let you go first.
Yeah.
This is one of the best dating storylines of this series. Jerry
Roommate
and George
switch.
invent a great deal of time and
Yes.
effort working out how Jerry can pull
Yes.
off roommate switch. What is the roommate switch?
The roommate switch is he's dating one roommate. He wants to date the other one.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct. He
Yeah.
wants to go out with the roommate of
Yes.
the woman he's currently
Correct.
dating. Omar,
The
this
menage,
was-
by the
And the
way,
solu- and the solution
plan-
is a threesome.
The menage, yes.
the menage.
And it backfired because she's into it. And he's not a menage guy.
Oh boy, these questions might be easy.
Yeah.
Omar, in the same episode was the first time we heard Kramer's first name. What is his first name?
That's easy. Come on.
This is funny. Cosmo.
There you
Cosmo
go.
is correct.
All
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Omar. This is for you. This number 9 is called The Race.
Yep. Great one.
Jerry dates a woman whose boss
Yep.
turns out to be Jerry's high school rival, Duncan. Duncan has never
Mhm.
forgot something Jerry did to him that he's
Yes.
still upset about. What is that thing?
Head Start. He had a head start in the race.
And,
He cheated. He
He
cheated.
took off before the gun sounded.
that's
Yes,
right. In a
that's
foot
right.
race, he said Jerry got a head start that
Yeah.
allowed
Josh,
him
I
to
know
win.
You're good. You're
Josh
good.
is
I'm
talking
impressed.
smack.
I'm impressed
It's
so far.
funny.
All right, 1-1. 1-1.
Yeah. I choose not to run.
Okay, this
That's
is
what Jerry
number 8 is called The Strike, season 9, episode
Yep.
10.
Good one.
In this episode, Josh, this gave us a new holiday. What is the holiday called?
Festivus.
And
Festivus.
Festus.
Yeah, that's right.
What are the 3 things that you do during this season?
Ooh, that's a
Okay.
good one.
First of all, there's the airing of grievances.
Yes.
There's the physical competition where the fight to whoever the Festivus doesn't end until someone's pinned. Yes.
You're close. Okay.
Yeah, and then the third one is
It's an item that's associated
pole.
with
the pole.
Okay.
Yeah.
The aluminum pole, airing
Aluminum
of
pole.
grievances, and feats of strength.
Feats of strength. Right.
Feats of
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah, that's right.
George had to pin his dad, or Festivus doesn't end.
Some strength.
Omar, for extra credit, George decides to invent a fake charity. Remember what the name of the charity was?
Of course. Of course.
Oh, the name of the charity.
Oh, you don't remember? This is my point. He doesn't remember. Can I say
No,
it?
I don't remember it.
It's the Human Fund.
The Human Fund, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's a big one.
That's what he gave
All
us
right.
gifts around the office.
That's all right.
Josh,
That's
Josh drew first blood.
Nothing for you.
well, 2-1. 2-1. I'll do my episode here. So number 7.
Is this me
called-
again?
This is Omar.
Oh.
So this is the outing.
Yep.
Season 4, episode 17.
Great
There is
episode.
a phrase that people say
Yes.
all the time
Yes.
that come from this episode.
Yes.
All I'm giving you is the title, The Outing. Do you know what that phrase is?
Yes. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct.
There you go.
Very
Good job. Are you
Not that
are you
there's
googling? You're not googling, I hope.
Oh, my hands are right here.
All right. Show your hands on screen, please.
Are you kidding?
All right, 2-2. 2-2. All right, Josh, number 6 is the contest.
Yeah.
Season
yes.
4, episode 11. Of course, we all know this one.
Everyone knows the contest.
The gang struggles to remain masters of their domain. We won't
Yes.
get into. So a couple of questions here to get this answer correct. Who lost first?
First one out was Kramer.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct.
Yeah.
But all of them had challenges to complete this contest.
Yes.
Elaine almost landed a date with someone who was
JFK
this,
Jr.
Yeah, that's right.
and Jerry was dating a woman who had a particular.
She was a virgin.
Yeah, that's right.
correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
she organized the closets.
See,
She was a closet organizer.
that's right. Very good.
Yes.
Josh gets that one
Yes.
correct.
Well
Omar,
done, Josh.
Omar, for you. This number 5 is the parking garage.
I
Oh,
thought you
my
were
favorite
trying to-
episode. That's my
I'm
favorite
trying to
episode
cover
of all
Justin
time.
Jefferson right now with you, Josh. It's very hard.
My
very
favorite
hard.
episode of all time, the parking garage.
It's
This
Brilliant.
one, so this one features 3 characters dealing with a ticking clock, one way or the other. What were the 3 things that they were struggling to beat the clock on?
That's easy.
Jerry, Elaine, and George each had something that they had to race against the time for. Can you remember what they are?
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm getting one of them. It was the episode, okay, where they had to find the car.
Right.
Okay. No, I don't remember. Someone had to
Oh my
return
God. You don't remember
something.
any of them?
Nothing for you.
No.
Okay. So Elaine had goldfish that were going to
She-
die.
Yep.
Oh, from Mr. Pitts.
No, not from Mr. Pitt. This is way before she was working for Mr. Pitt. George had to meet his parents for their anniversary dinner.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah,
And
I know.
Jerry?
And Jerry had to go to the bathroom really bad.
Correct.
That's
Very
right.
Oh my
good.
God.
Josh pulls
Yes.
ahead.
And he peed
Yeah.
in the parking garage and got
Yeah,
cited.
yeah.
He had uromycetitis.
All right. This is
This is mine.
you got to catch up. So now this is for you. Number 4 is the Chinese restaurant episode.
Ah,
Season
Fantastic
2,
episode.
episode 11.
Yeah.
They go to the Chinese restaurant.
Yep.
This is probably easier. What is the name that they call that?
Cartwright.
Cartwright. is
Cartwright.
Yeah, that's right.
correct.
By the way,
Wow.
the brilliance of those 2 episodes, let me just point this out. The parking garage and the Chinese restaurant. Never a change of scenery. They're in the same place the entire episode.
It was
Think about how revolutionary that is.
Yeah.
The Chinese episode, they're waiting for a Chinese table the entire episode. That's it. It's amazing.
yeah. It's never
Brilliant.
Lots of shows are like that now, but back then that was brand new territory.
Brilliant.
Wasn't really
Yes.
a show about nothing. Extra credit, Omar. There was one character who did not show up in the entire show.
Yes, that's right.
Do you know
Kramer.
who that? Kramer was not in that episode.
That's
correct?
easy though.
All right, fair enough.
I wouldn't have gotten that first question that you asked Josh.
Well, maybe you got the harder ones, but Omar, this one's for you. This is number 3, called The Library.
Great episode.
Season... Stop
Yes.
saying that. Of course, they're great. Season 3, episode 5.
Yeah.
Let's see. So this episode lives and dies with the performance of Philip Baker Hall, who plays library cop Lieutenant Joe Bookman. Bookman's no-nonsense approach to recovering an overdue library book from Jerry is hilarious from beginning to end. Bookman's so George is convinced that there is a homeless man living in front of the library. Why is he homeless, and why does George care?
Oh my God.
Oh, can't stand you.
Right, but who is he? But who
was
is he?
his gym teacher.
His
That's
gym
right.
teacher.
Very
Remember what his
good.
gym teacher did to him?
Yes.
Well, he would make him get in the shower.
No.
He came up with can't stand you, no?
Well, but what did he do to him physically?
Yeah, something happened to him, which then ironically he actually gets at the end.
And what's the gym teacher's name?
Oh man, I thought I had the answer. I was scot-free.
All right, what did the teacher
don't
do?
He
know.
gave him a wedgie. He gave him a wedgie.
Do you remember?
And his name was Mr. Heyman.
Yeah, that's right.
Very good, Josh. All right, Josh, this is now back
Yes.
to you, right?
Yes.
Number 2, you want to try and guess what the last 2 episodes are?
Oh God, I can't even think about what I thought the contest would be number 1. Maybe number 2 is the Soup Nazi.
Correct. The
Oh.
Soup Nazi. Season 7, episode 6. The
Yeah.
Soup Nazi. I don't even know if I can find any trivia here that. I'll try this one. This episode famously introduced a couple who threatened to intimidate Kramer. What are their names?
Oh, what are their names? I don't know their names. They're
It's the gay couple.
Yeah, the gay
Correct.
couple, and they steal Elaine's armoire.
Correct.
We are taking this armoire.
Yeah. I'm
Yes.
trying to give Omar a chance here. Can you
Their
think? I'll give you a
names.
point for one of their names.
Miguel.
No, you're close, but they are. One is Latino. I think.
Uh,
Is it Armand?
Armand.
No. One starts
No?
with a C, one starts with a B.
I don't remember their names. I don't
Yeah,
remember their
that'd
names.
be hard.
Nothing for you.
Cedric and Bob.
Cedric and Bob. All right. Yeah, because they show up
Alright.
again at the AIDS
Yeah.
walk.
They
They
come
both-
back. Yeah.
Yes.
You're too good
All
to
right.
wear. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
You
I
could
got
to wear the
smoked.
ribbon.
I was definitely the underdog, but wow.
All right. Number 1 show of all time, according to Variety magazine.
Yeah. What do they
Be
think is
Friday.
the number 1 of all time?
Any guesses? Season 8, episode 13. I'll give you that hint.
Season 8, episode 13. They think this one's the best Seinfeld of all time. It's normally the contest. No, most people put the
Yeah, I
contest
think that's
as
right.
number 1.
I thought the shrinkage one was really good. It's not
Shrinkage is
that one.
phenomenal. The Hamptons.
It's
That's
the
the
one
Hamptons.
where
Bubble Boy.
George is,
That's the Hamptons.
That's
no, he said season 8. He kind of gave a hint. I was gonna say the episode where George is part of the foundation for Susan.
Marble Rye. Is it Marble Rye?
It's not. I
Barbara
don't
Rye.
think so. No. It's called The Comeback. The Comeback.
What's the
No one
comeback?
takes pettiness further than George in this episode, and he proves
Jerk
it.
Store.
Jerk Store.
Jerk
is
Store,
correct.
Jerk
So that's
Store.
I
probably
thought
right.
about that yesterday. I swear to
Jerk
God, I thought about Jerk
Store.
Store yesterday.
Yes.
So I'll give you one question. I'll call it a tie if Omar you can get this correct.
What?
So
You call it a tie.
the Jerk Store.
There's no
Well, you didn't
tie
get
here.
Cedric or Bob, so I'm trying to make this fair. Jerry buys something from a salesman. It turns out to be terrible. The man offers his wife to keep by his silence. What did Jerry buy from this
I
person?
remember.
Only to find out that this salesperson was terrible.
I remember. Omar?
3.
I know the salesperson's
I don't
name
know.
too.
No, I don't know.
1.
Nothing for you.
What
It
is
was
it?
it was a tennis racket,
Tennis racket.
and
Is
the guy's name was
Oh.
Milos,
Yes.
and
Yes.
he offers him his wife to buy.
and he's
his
horrible at tennis. Yeah.
So-
He's horrible at tennis.
Yes.
So I thought that was a. So
That was good. I enjoyed
I'll
that.
call it a tie, but I did write down. I thought that's
You
the, I
called
can't-
it a tie.
You
But I
know,
thought Josh was gonna
crushed
win.
me.
I
I think
think
Josh
Josh
was like
is,
6-2.
Josh had a better tie than
Omar, do you
Josh,
know?
were there any questions that you wouldn't have gotten that he asked me?
No. Do you
You
know
would've-
Jerry's? Do you know Jerry's address?
No.
129 West 81st Street.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Mhm.
I would have missed like 3 of Josh's questions.
They were good. Yeah, that's
Josh crushed me. Josh,
I know it
very-
inside and
very
out.
99.
good.
I'm not. When I said 92 percentile, I guess I was talking about the whole of the United States. But I'm probably compared
You're
to your
good, though.
peer group, I'm like in the 60s.
I think you're good though.
Hey, before we sign off, I
Yeah.
wanted to address an email that we got this week.
Yes.
Yes.
And again, keep those emails coming. We're very close to lucky number 5. We're not quite there yet.
We're so close.
We got a very nice email from Jamie, which I meant to actually write back to, but I thought we'll just bring it up on this podcast.
Yes.
She did point out that we have one review that may need to be adjusted. It's a review from Josh. It's clearly from one of the hosts.
I
so
can't
that's-
review our own podcast. You took exception
that's
to that,
true.
apparently.
Why not?
That's not the. All right.
Jamie also talked a little bit about how much she does enjoy having the Macy's holiday parade in the background.
But let me point this out too. By the way, I did confront her on that, and she does not sit and watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. Thank you. So that was my
Okay.
whole point.
Oh,
Nobody
okay.
really watches this thing.
Was this holiday like debate and fight?
Yeah, she
that,
brought it up. I'm like, well, how do you like the parade? And she just likes having it on.
in the background?
Yes, which
Okay.
is my whole point.
I think that's
exactly.
what anyone.
Which is why the parade still exists, because people have it on in the background. It makes it seem like they're such a large.
It's also why
viewing audience.
fireplaces exist.
Yeah, but
That makes no sense at all.
No, sometimes people put virtual fireplaces on their TV screens.
Oh,
too.
virtual.
yeah, because it's background. But it's not like
Right.
you don't sit and watch it.
The real fireplace, actually, there's heat, it's sound, it's
Yes, that's
you
correct.
actually do
That's
watch it.
right.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
anyway.
Well,
But it's
you-
point number 3 that it concerns me the most. And you've seen it, right?
Hold on,
Josh?
is Jamie
Yes.
falling in love with one of the hosts?
She is not. She is not.
Maybe indirectly. Is
Yeah.
it okay if I read point number 3
Of course.
in its entirety?
It's an email. Of course.
Even with all right. So anyway, Jamie is saying, this is to you, Omar, specifically. Omar, please call my friend, and I'll save the friend's name just.
Yeah, don't say the
in
friend's
case.
name.
You have nothing to lose. I think you guys would get along great. Who cares if it doesn't work out? There's no harm in talking, right? If you break it off with her, you can do it over text. So here's my big question.
He's pushing this.
She is listening to the podcast,
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh yeah.
And through that, learning more about Omar through the podcast, she
Yeah.
seems insistent that she set Omar up with her
Her
friend.
friend. Yeah.
My question is this really a friend?
It is.
This
It
is after
actually
the
is.
episode where Omar wanted to break off with someone on text.
It's a very good friend of hers, and she's actually I know her pretty well. She's very sweet and great person, and I actually think they'd get along well too. But I know Omar's got his own thing going on. But
Wait, hold on.
I told you this.
This is. Oh, okay.
We've had this conversation.
Right, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I thought she meant another Jamie.
No.
Oh, right. Well,
So you're being called out to
You're being called out.
put a call in to a friend and try a different pair of shorts here.
I thought
This
I
is-
squashed this, but apparently she's not letting it go.
So
can
what's your
you read?
excuse?
Can you read exactly what she said again?
Go
Okay.
ahead, read it, Dave. I don't have it in front of
Omar dash call my friend insert friend's name with 3 exclamation points. You have nothing to lose, and I think you guys would get along great. Who cares if it doesn't work out? There's no harm in talking, right? Well, so I have some thoughts on that. If you break it off with her, you can do it over text. She says, keep the episodes coming. One of these days, you'll get an email from someone other than your family or friends. So that's very sweet.
Yeah.
But
Nice
Yeah,
jab at the
why,
end.
why won't you call this woman? What's wrong with you?
but wait a second. I mean, first of all, I'm sure she's lovely, obviously,
is.
for 1,000 different reasons. But would she really even want to hear from me at this point? Since it's been 3
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, she would. She would. She wants to meet you. She thinks you'd get along really well. She's quirky. She's very independent. Doesn't need your attention. None of that stuff.
So Dave, walk me through the pros and the cons since you made
ahead.
the comment earlier.
So pros is you can show up at Josh's holiday events. You'll be one of the family.
You could actually integrate yourself into my life even more than
that's right, in a permanent way. That's
major
right.
pro. Major pro.
That is actually highly, highly appealing.
Yeah, when Josh
Think
dumps
about
you
that.
like he does with all his friendships, other than annually at reunions, you can still show up. Yep. So that's a pro.
I like that.
Of course,
I like that a lot.
recommendation from someone you trust. That's a great thing. I'm sure this is a wonderful person.
You're looking for a life partner. This person would fit into your life like a glove, in my opinion, from what I know about both of you.
Yeah.
This is not someone who's dependent on you. This is not someone who needs you around to entertain them or to give them attention or whatever. This is someone who's quirky, who's got the same interests as you, who's funny, who's nice, who's great to be around.
Yeah. Well, okay. It all sounds very appealing. The one thing I would just modify. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, whether it even is a life partner or not.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's why I tried to squash this thing, but this person, this email or whoever this is, keeps insisting and bringing it up that you two would be a match.
Yeah.
But what if? What's
the harm in trying? Is what she's saying.
So what would the process be? Was it a Zoom call? Like, what are we talking about?
The process would be is you'd get her phone number.
Yes.
And you'd have a conversation.
On what?
Or we could have her on the podcast. And
yes.
Have them meet on the podcast.
Now we're talking.
Jamie, if you would like to, in fact, we could have Jamie and her friend, everyone together, and we could have a grand introduction.
Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we throw a third person into it, and we can be like, and I won't say any of their faces, and then I'll say which one I pick, and maybe it's Jamie.
Jamie's married with children. And that's a little too close to my family.
How about we get them both on and we play like a dating game, sort of a Q&A to see if some compatibility.
What if we did this? Yes, compatibility quiz.
Right.
We get this person on.
Yep.
And we give them each questions, and then we see if their answers match.
Yeah, I think that's right. Omar, you could be on camera or not.
Omar?
Yes, of course.
Oh wow, we have something here. This is exciting. This is very exciting.
I think the bigger question is whether she'd be interested in it.
She would do it, but I will find out. I will get that information because our audience deserve this.
Are we talking about Jamie right now or her friend?
No, her friend. Her friend. Very funny. Very funny.
But who knows? I don't know. Maybe if she's listening in the compatibility, maybe Omar has been known to disrupt many people's lives. So who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
That's right.
So when she says what harm,
what she's basically telling you,
it could be very harmful. But
what she's basically telling you is that if it doesn't work, you can just dismiss her and it would be fine, as if nothing happened.
Dismiss her? Maybe she dismisses
that's what she's saying.
Maybe she dismisses me.
Now,
That's
how is that possible? We all know that's
Dismiss
not possible. We all know that's not.
You've got to
even
free
possible.
out. That's right. You can say, look,
you're like
your
heroin,
friend.
Omar. It's impossible to get rid of you.
Yeah, I do tend to insert my way into people's lives, and you can't get rid of me. Look at this thing.
We're all better for it. We're all better for it.
True.
Well, thanks, guys. This was a fun podcast.
This was a good one.
I would do a quiz again if I felt I was thinking about the quiz, and if you guys like that, I might throw that in there again if I
like that.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
All right, good.
I like that. I thought you were very good at doing it too. You have a very particular, limited, but a very particular set of skills.
Yes.
You're very good at certain things.
I love
podcasts and getting my daughter
address.
The backhanded compliment is the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Jamie, are you please?
It's the Christmas letter of compliments.
Yes.
All right. Well, we hope to be back in a week or so with some more topics, and look for us in Podcast Magazine, and please send us all of your emails so that you can get that gray.
Be that fifth
surprise. Emailer. Yep. We're still waiting for you.
All right.
Until next time. See you later, everybody.
See ya.
Smell ya.